Hello, everyone. It's Tuesday, November 26th. Thanks for being with us and everything. And we're going to start with something that's really dear to my heart. But we've talked about this a long time, you know, with the wildlife folks in West Virginia, and probably now this is going on 2 or 3 years, maybe even 4. But we have tried every way that we possibly can to come up with a program that will fit into a federal program at some point in time. A lot of you may not know this, but I know it, and I know it really well. But the ruffed grouse population in the state of West Virginia has declined and declined substantially. But not only has it done that in West Virginia, but it's also doing that in many other states, whether it be Pennsylvania or Michigan, and I don't know the specifics, but it is very substantial what's happening. Well, we don't want to lose any of our wildlife and everything, and so we've tried to come up with a program that's a cost share program and everything for all of our landowners across this great state. We've tried to put it together, and it'll have to go hand in hand with our forestry department. But as we have land that has been timbered, and especially our clear cutting that we have done and everything, then what we've come up with is a cost share that is a 5% of the land that was disturbed or was timbered or clear cut. 5% of that you are going to be eligible for a level of cost sharing that will be just this. It will be the soft mass, which is hawthorns or crabapples or grapes or whatever, that is absolutely essential to all of our wildlife and all of our songbirds in every way. What you'll be able to do is apply, and we're working out all the details and everything, but I wanted to announce this program. This program is going to be the Ruffed Grouse and Wildlife Restoration Program. For turkeys and deer and songbirds and everything. It will be unbelievable what we will be able to do. And not only that, it'll be an economic development driver as well. Now, with that being said, what I mean is, whether it be our state nurseries or others in the state of West Virginia, we'll have to grow the little saplings and everything for the hawthorns or the crabapples or whatever it may be. But what we'll do is we'll be able to offer that, let's say your skid roads or your log deck areas or whatever like that. What you'll be able to apply for is this, some type of coordination that the trees will be supplied, and then with all that being said, you'll have tree planters or whatever that'll put them in, and then there'll be a total cost. Let's say the cost is $200 or $300 an acre, and you had 10 acres that was disturbed, from the standpoint of clear cut or timbered. And you qualified for 5%. So on that 10 acres, you qualify for a half of an acre. Well, let's say it costs $300 to do an acre, and you qualify for a half an acre. So the cost on that half an acre is $150, and your qualification is for 75%. And so net of the whole thing, it costs you $35 to turn your 10-acre clear cut into a wildlife mecca someday, and someday very soon, because these soft mass trees and whatever, grapes and whatever, grow very, very quickly. So with all that being said, no disturbance to the timber. It is absolutely just purely a wildlife program. Brett McMillian, I've been after Brett and everything and his folks, and they wrote it all up, and I couldn't believe it when I got it, because I have jumped up and down about this for years. And with all that being said, then finally I get it. And I'm thinking, great goodness alive, every time I get something, read over it, there's lots of stuff that you disagree with, need to change and whatever. and I thought it was brilliantly written, and I was tickled to death and everything. And so with all that being said, Brett, come on, tell us more about it and tell us more about what y'all are doing. And I think this is just a wonderful way for West Virginia to lead the way for us to bring our grouse back in this great state. And not only that, be able to help our turkeys and deer and on and on and on. So Brett, come and talk to us, please.
Well, thank you, Governor, and we certainly do appreciate your passion towards this project, and you're absolutely correct. Grouse populations are declining significantly all over the southeast and in northeast as well. So this is an opportunity for us to launch a program right here in West Virginia that we hope that will gain some national recognition through the Farm Bill or whatever venue we can look at with the NRCS, et cetera, with your help and support. But you're exactly right. The only opportunities we have right now are to look at some management. Timber management is one of our primary tools in forest wildlife management. Managing that timber and vegetation will give us some opportunities to hopefully see some return of these species. This proposal does have two primary objectives. We want to incentivize those landowners by providing funding to reclaim up to 5% of their properties, as you have mentioned, when they harvest some timber, by replacing that 5% with some soft mast species. The second objective would be to generate financial benefits and enhance that wildlife habitat. The soft mast program would be available to any of the forest landowners interested in reclaiming that property on those recently harvested timberlands, and it is a cost share program, as you mentioned, which would be greatly beneficial to those landowners because they're going to have very few dollars out of their pockets to realize such a habitat restoration project that's going to be one of a kind. We're so excited internally about this. You referenced our staff and some of the projects we've tried over the years, but they really knocked it out of the park on this one. Paul Johansson, our wildlife chief, and the true spearhead of this document was Holly Morris, who is one of our biologists out of District 4, and she's very passionate about upland birds. And, we're focusing on upland birds and grouse specifically, but you mentioned earlier about how this would benefit many other species, and it does. So the benefits will be multiple, not only on the habitat side, but when we talk about the economic driver that it could turn into, when we get our Division of Forestry involved, there could be nursery opportunities, there can be nationwide nursery opportunities from a variety of providers. Since this program is focusing on soft mast shrub and tree species for planting, and those have a higher survival rate and provide that soft mast in a much quicker time frame to benefit these species, it is a pure win-win. And Governor, I tell you, we are absolutely excited to see this thing moving. It is a one-of-a-kind program, and let me be the first to thank you for bringing this to us. This concept was yours in the beginning. My staff just listened to the ideas you had, put this plan together, and I am so happy that we're able to see this thing come to reality. We are going to be working internally very quickly to develop our administrative procedures so that we can get these contracts ready to go as soon as we get that first landowner to reach out to us, and I encourage them to reach out right away. We want to see that first one out there, so the sooner the better in our minds. And Governor, I just can't thank you enough. This is an awesome project. So good luck with it. I hope that we can see some national recognition on this thing.
Well, Brett, listen, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. We desperately need this project, and we need this project right now. And because if we don't watch out, we're going to turn around 2 or 3 times, and we're going to have our grouse gone. And then on top of that, if we don't really watch out on, we're going to have other things happen to other species, and really and truly, we just don't want that to happen and everything. So with all that being said, doing something for the soft mast and doing something that costs almost nothing. Now, absolutely, I got to make sure that our landowners know this, but let's just say we doubled the size of the harvest or the timbering operation and said it was 20 acres. Let's make it real easy. 5% of 20 acres is an acre, 1 acre. So we're looking at just all across that 20 acres, we're looking at planting, hawthorns and crabapples and stuff on skid roads or log decks or whatever it may be. Now, with all that said and everything, what's it going to cost the landowner? Here's what it's going to cost. It's going to cost probably somewhere around $300 an acre. So we've just started, your 5% on 20 acres is an acre, 1 acre. Okay, it's going to cost $300, but we're going to cost share 75% of that. So really, at the end of the day, it's going to cost you $70. $70 to have that 20 acres turn into a wildlife mecca. Absolutely, it's the real deal, and absolutely, we need to get at that and at that right now. So call us, and let's get this thing really moving. But Brett, again, I thank y'all because, sure, I've had the idea, I've got the passion and all that, and like I said, nobody's probably been across more mountains in this state than I have, and I'm broke all to pieces now. But it is something that I want our kids and our kids and our kids to be able to enjoy like I enjoyed it, and so it's just a great program. It costs almost nothing. At the end of the day, we're going to really make a difference here and really do something to lead the way in West Virginia for this whole nation. So let's get at it and get at it right now. But anyway, thanks so much, Brett, for all y'all did and everything. You put, you finally, took the idea and put it to word, and when you put it to word, it was brilliant. So thank everybody, and now let's go. Let's go do something really unbelievable and lead the way in West Virginia like we do over and over and over. So great stuff, really great stuff. Okay, in regard to the State Park Store, today I'm excited to announce the launch of the West Virginia State Parks official online merchandise store. The store offers all kinds of stuff, and I think we've got this up there, and Brett, maybe you want to tell us a little bit more about that as well, because you know this and know this better than I, but, lots and lots of good stuff, and everything. And so talk to us, Brett, a little bit more.
Yeah, another exciting opportunity we've got right in front of us, our online marketplace. And Governor, we went into a partnership, of course, with the Department of Tourism led by Chelsea Ruby and her staff, but also with the West Virginia Association of Rehab Facilities led by Nita Hobbs, who's the executive director of that group. And I tell you, they have both been just phenomenal to work with. This online marketplace will give our guests and residents of West Virginia that opportunity to buy that Almost Heaven branded merchandise and the State Park logoed merchandise from the comfort of their home. If they had been out to a park and failed to buy something and wish they had, the opportunity's there. If they've never visited our areas and see these great products, they can get them. I encourage everyone to log on to our wvstateparks.com homepage, click the merchandise link, and browse through all those categories. You're going to see some of that great Almost Heaven merchandise. And Governor, I tell you, in our gift shops at our state parks, that product is just flying off the shelves. So it's really some great quality apparel. And Governor, I really believe that this is going to have a significant impact on our gift shop revenue since we now have this online opportunity. For example, in calendar year October 2024, our gift shop revenue was at $4.5 million. 8 years prior, our revenue was only at $2.1 million. So a significant bump there. I think this online marketplace is going to have an enormous benefit to the revenue we have. I think we're going to be topping the 6-7 million number soon with this benefit that we have now from this opportunity. Folks, check those deals pages regularly. We've got lots of promos and deals coming out. The first 1,000 orders will receive the first 1,000 orders that spend $50 or more will receive an Almost Heaven tote bag as a launch to this project. I know we're going to have some Black Friday deals coming, but Governor, this is a win for us. We're very excited. Can't speak highly enough about the partnerships we have with tourism and WARF. Very exciting to see those other agencies jump in with both feet, and it's going to be a success. It's live. It's ready. We're already getting orders in, so I can't wait to see where it goes. It's a great product. And Governor, I hope to see some of that Almost Heaven apparel on you soon.
That'd be good. That'd be really great, Brett. And like I said, this stuff is really popular and everything. So join us and everything. It's you just won't believe all the good stuff that you can find and everything. Please look and please join us. Okay, we just did our final ornament. This is Kathy's, the First Lady's ornament program and everything. But today we unveiled the First Lady, Kathy Justice's official 2024 limited edition Christmas ornament. And this year's ornament shows, the incredible Capitol and it just, the Kanawha River, a little bit of a touch on Baby Dog is there in a little teeny way, but it really features our Capitol, how beautiful our Capitol is. And so go online and check it out and everything. I think they have 800 total ornaments. They're $20 this year. They're the lowest cost that they've been, or the lowest price that they've been and everything. We tried to do that. A lot of engraving and stuff on the back and everything. So I just saw it for the first time, just an hour ago, and it's really, really special. I think it's really pretty, and I think you'll love it. So go online and check it out, please. Today, I'm also excited to announce the return of the Almost Heaven art exhibition and everything. These are for students K through 12, and they participate in a postcard design that illustrates the stargazing at one of our favorite West Virginia waterways. And so please, kids, go online and everything and find out all the details and everything. Submit your entries and everything. We love them, and we'll pick some real winners here before long. But thank you so much, and make sure we get that done. And we want the more the merrier as far as, people that go online and our kids enter. So please do that. This is really neat too. And right here is an incredible calendar and everything, and I'll tell you about that right now. But I want to remind everyone that entries for the 41st annual Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. poster contest are due on Friday, December the 6th. But I wanted to show you all that happens from some of the winners and everything. Each year we make a calendar, with some of the best entries, and here they are. And I won't be able to go through all, but it's it's really, really good stuff. And so please enter. And but this is the 2025 calendar year or calendar, and so Jill Upton and all the great folks, we thank you and thank you so much, and celebrate all the good stuff that's going on right there at our, under Jill's leadership. Okay, Prime 6, we did the groundbreaking, like I said the other day. We did that at Fairmont, $35 million. Prime 6, Shelley Capito, Senator Capito was with us, as well as Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank, and there we were, actually in a building, breaking ground, at the Phillips Lighting building and everything, where they're going into, and 75 great paying jobs, and with the opportunity to maybe expand. I think Mr. Wonderful was really kind. His comments were just this. It's all there is to it. His comments all centered around West Virginia. West Virginia is a winner, he said, a winter state. There's only, and I don't mean winter time, I mean a winner, W-I-N-N-E-R state. And absolutely, he said there's probably 3 or 4 states in this country that are absolutely just that. West Virginia's that and everything. He gives us validation. He gives us credibility. Here's an international businessman that's selecting West Virginia. What does it do? It'll bring more and more and more goodness to West Virginia. I couldn't be more proud. He's a friend. I've talked to him up teen times on the phone, and we're absolutely delighted to have Prime 6 in Fairmont. Okay, you know, last week we did the West Virginia State Lab, the groundbreaking down at West Virginia State University and everything, all great stuff, $50 million going into that project. I love the fact that I absolutely can't tell you how excited I am about the fact that it's going on a college campus. It's not going up on the hill where nobody will go. It's going that gives us the opportunity, you know, to absolutely impact all kinds of young lives that will perpetuate themselves in agriculture or whatever it may be, you know, science, whatever it may be as we go forward. But really a great day for West Virginia State and a great day for West Virginia. You know, we also, you know, had our grand opening of our bridges out on the I-64. You know, this has been in the project in the process for, who knows, 50 years. You know, but today we finally, or that day we finally got it done, and all the widening and all the congestion and all the wrecks and everything, you know, could very well go away or at least be minimized and everything. Think of the number of people that we've lost. We've lost with that congestion and the fog and all the different things that go on that causes these unbelievable accidents. And if you go back there just 1 second, CJ, you know, you see that gentleman right there? That's Jimmy Riston. And Jimmy has done one incredible job. Absolutely, I can't thank him enough. He's our Secretary of Transportation, and what a job he's done. So anyway, all good stuff. Roads to Prosperity, the biggest one we've ever done. It was $254 million, and it's done. It's done. You know, I don't know how it gets any better. You know, Randy Dandrum and the folks, you know, they did an incredible video of all the different stuff on the Roads to Prosperity stuff. That's the first time I ever saw it and everything, but it was all good, all good. So Randy, thank you, and all the team that put all that together, and thank you especially Jimmy. So good stuff. The West Virginia Band is going to be in the Macy Days Parade. The WVU Marching Band, you know, we always called it the pride of West Virginia, and they make us so proud. It's unbelievable all the time. We took Baby Dog up, and Baby Dog did the coin flip at the Kansas State game. We won the coin flip, but we didn't win the game. But nevertheless, you know, I had the opportunity there to talk to a lot of band members and everything because they were getting ready to go out on the field and everything. And, you know, just a bunch of really wonderful kids that are extremely talented. So all the folks at WVU should be super proud. All of us at West Virginia, you know, in West Virginia are going to be watching the Macy Days Parade. And so go make us really proud, and I know you will. And the last thing I think I've got is just this. This is the easy part. You know, we're going to do as we did last year, but tomorrow we'll take a half a day off for the state employees. They'll have Thursday and Friday off, a long weekend and everything. But let me tell you, don't anybody ever forget this. These people do an incredible job, and they're not paid that much. And they do great work for all of us every day. Thanksgiving is a time for everybody. Thanksgiving is a time across this nation that we should be so thankful for all of our blessings. Now, I know that a lot of folks are having a tough go of it. And really, at the end of the day, it's tough. It's really tough to think about your blessings, but please try to do so. And for all of us that are absolutely have the opportunity to, maybe the things aren't super tough, please reach out a helping hand. I mean, it is a time of year of family. It's a time of year we don't want anybody lonely. If there's anything that you can do for someone, please do it, and do it at Thanksgiving. You know, but with all that being said, I'll end by just saying this. You know, from the standpoint of your governor, I love you. I really genuinely do. And absolutely, I want to wish you the happiest of all Thanksgivings. And absolutely, in every way, I want you to know that you're not alone. God's with you and we're with you. And so please remember, and please let's all try to reach out and help anyone we possibly can at this time of year. Happy Thanksgiving, West Virginia.